Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another opportunity of 7 minutes at 7 a.m. On some select Mondays and Fridays, I get the opportunity to start your day for 7 minutes at 7 a.m. There should be a word or phrase that we put in your atmosphere to see how we can help your day, maybe your week, maybe even your life. The word that's on your screen is accountability. Somebody say accountability. It's your ability to take ownership or responsibility for past, present, or even future action. Everyone said past, present, or future. A lot of times when people think about accountability, they look at it from one angle. That is, I'm going to hold somebody accountable for what something has already happened. And if you were the one who did it, yeah, you take accountability. But today, yeah, that's a part of it. But really, it's really taking ownership of your life, period. It is what has been done, what needs to be done, and what shall be done. Let me tell you, a lot of times this is where the holdup is. A lot of times there is a problem, a crisis, a situation, and nobody wants accountability. We're playing the blame. It's him, it's her, it's them. They ought to do something about this. When are they going to do something? When is the city going to do something? When is the county going to do something? When is the government going to do something? I wish my family would do this. I wish my husband would do this. I wish my wife would do this. I wish the church would do this. I wish the folk on the streets would do this. I wish the black people would do this. I wish the white people would do this. Everybody wishing and hoping, and no one wants to say, what about me? That's really all I have really control over. Me, my actions. Beloved, on this beautiful, beautiful Monday, and it's beautiful because if you're looking at me, for whatever reason, the Lord still has you here. Accountability. I love this by George Washington Carver. He says, most folks, man, spend all their time blaming and making excuses. That's where all the failures come from. Making excuses. It's going to always be some type of an excuse for an outcome that maybe you contributed to. Maybe you had something to do with it. It's always some type of an excuse. I love this by Roy Bennett. Maturity is when you stop complaining, making excuses, and start making changes. Beloved, 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 as much as we would love to have things just about perfect, that place is called heaven. But we're not there yet. The Lord allows you and I to be here to make some benefit and good while we are here. In our spaces and places, we are accountable for our part in it. Everyone said, I'm accountable for my part, right? We love to talk about what coulda, shoulda, woulda, if they, if them, if you, instead of saying, okay, what can I own in this? What part did I play? What can I improve upon? My goodness, every space and place you show up ought to get better when you arrive. My goodness. Why? Because you come in with all of your experience. You come in with all of your skills, knowledge, and abilities, your KSAs. You come in with your ideas. You come in also with your hands ready to work. Everything ought to be better when you show up. Matter of fact, you ought to be increasing and benefiting the rooms and spaces you go into rather than be the one that comes in and add more trial, more drama, more trauma, more situation to the situation. Beloved, I know that's not you. Maturity is when we stop complaining and start making changes. I love this right here. This scripture here, 1 Thessalonians 5:23 says, may God himself sanctify you through and through, and may your whole spirit, soul, and body be kept blameless. So accountability is not simply a word of being held accountable. Overall, yes, it is. But particularly being accountable for your body. Yes, being accountable for what you actually physically do, what you take in your body. We don't need another outbreak for folks to realize that you better pay attention to what you put in your body, right? The nutrients you put in your body, the exercise we all need, right? Taking care of your body, being accountable for your body, being accountable for your mind, the thoughts that become things, your mindset, your emotions, your will, your intellect. These are things you are accountable for. No one's accountable for your mindset. No one's accountable for your mindset. Let me say it once again. No one's accountable for your mindset. You must own your attitude. You must own those things. And also your heart, your spirit, right? You are accountable for that. We own the totality of our lives. Although, you, me, she, he, they all play a part in what our life experiences are. But ultimately, we're overall accountable. The word accountability, it means taking an obligation or willingness to accept responsibility for past or future action. Beloved, on the bottom of your screen, I want to say thank you for joining me for this 7 minutes at 7 a.m. I get the opportunity to do this select Mondays and Fridays. If this was beneficial to you, I invite you to hit the share button. Maybe it benefits someone else. Maybe it can be something that you can have a reminder for later on. Thank you, and God bless. You enjoy the rest of this day called today, and I will see you the very next time. Bye-bye.